G'day everyone, welcome back to Mars the Mission. We're up to November and there's 2 fields that need to get done pretty quick today. That's right, there's my tractor from last episode and the brand new roller. So just at the end of this stupid big field we got a soybean harvest to get started in a minute. And I'm just running over to the grain 04 field because there's some corn that we need to get knocked off too. Both harvests are going to go straight into the silos this time. I think this is the way to grain 04. We'll find out soon. To help add to the current count for crops. I don't recall having harvested grain 04 before, which is just on the other side of these 2 joined fields. So we'll find out how good it yields in about 10 minutes. And I don't think I've done a big soybean field yet. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes as well. In amongst all of that, we'll probably try and pick up the veggies as normal, move the olive pallets into the mill because that's what's keeping the money ticking over right now. And it looks like I should probably take some pig food over to the pig, or what are they? I want to say the pig farm, but they're really pig sheds I suppose. We'll see how we go, getting all of that fit in. And yes, I didn't join up the grass fields, and no, I probably won't do it this month either. Oh. Grain 04 is really big. So once we finish our soybean harvest, I might throw the other header onto our big harvester and get it brought over here to help out. I thought it was a lot smaller. So it's grain 04, it wraps all the way around the back of the buildings. On the upside, the silo is right there, so it should be pretty quick unloading. But I'll still need to bring a trailer over. Okay, it's not going to get done with me talking, so need to unfold, of course. That wasn't very exciting. Turn it on and we'll get a course made and see where we get to. Lots around and round, and then just a couple of up and down to finish it. Looks fairly good to me. Grass is slowly expanding. It must come in as a moss type substance before the grass actually gets growing. But that's okay, we have plenty of time. I better go find a trailer and truck and get them brought over here, I think, because this is going to fill up really fast. Looks like I was a bit lazy at the end of last episode and left all the attachments on the tractors instead of just putting them away nice. One of those 6700s. Might have needed a bigger tractor, but we'll find out soon. Try and drop this back in one of the spots. Otherwise things will get really confused. I'll end up with stuff lying everywhere and I'll rage quit. Nah, I won't. So, Strawman Aperian. I think this one should be pretty good. Yeah, we can drive him. I forget if this is a left or right hand drive course. Oh, good. It's left hand drive. So you can head over to the field because I'd really like to grab this other harvester and get it going in the soybean. So our small harvester and our nice big ones over here. As soon as I get enough money, I'll buy another one of these, the John Deere S790. Grain header, the corn header, just over there. These have got I think 24,000 litre capacity, a nice big top container, and it says 15 metres wide header. So I expect it will go through this soybean field really quick. Going to worry about a headland because I think it's fairly clear on either side, as long as it doesn't try and do any silly wide turns. It needs to get unfolded too, and we might even jump into our brand new John Deere tractor and pick up that nice big grain trailer to bring over here for this one to unload into. So, no headlands, just a nice simple up and down course, or long ways on the map, but fields 7, 10 and 13 that got joined together. And he is off. This trailer moved over for this field. For those that have been paying attention, yeah, I disabled the extended straw crop mod. I think we'll have plenty of straw without that now that we're going fairly good. And it will save a heap of time in not having to pick up massive fields of straw, although this big joint field here, I'm pretty sure we'll get some straw off, so that could be interesting. This is already at 15% too, so I better go grab this tractor and trailer. A nice second-hand John Deere 8RT. I think I said last time, I don't mind, I suppose, the tractors. I definitely prefer them over the ones that are all bendy in the middle. They are a struggle to drive. Well, I suppose once I get used to them, they wouldn't be too bad. It's a pretty awesome tractor though. And more importantly, it's got a ton of horsepower, so it can tow everything that I currently have. I'm hoping, including this trailer that holds about 52,000 litres. Might just park it up the top of the hill a bit so it's a little bit more central. These fields are going to take a long time to finish. The cornfield says it's going to take an hour, which is just insane. The soybean did 44% in one row, so 11,000 litres just on its first row. We might get a little bit of soybean out of this field. Okay, I am going to go sit with the corn for a while just to watch it go, And I also need to move that tractor into the field with the trailer. So this guy should be pretty good here for a while to empty out into. I think this is a pretty good spot for it. It's about central. Wow, that harvester is so slow. I think I might go see if I can edit its speed, if I can catch it when it next unloads. Cause 10 kilometers an hour on that field is just too slow. Let's get some pig food dropped off. Had about 11,000 litres on the trailer, so dropped, wow, almost exactly half of it go me. It's a little bit of manure, but not quite enough to bother about putting into the BGA just yet. Our soybean harvester has filled up, but it looks like it's heading down to the truck to unload. It can do 2 lengths of the field, so down and back up again before it fills up. While we're in here, how about we go grab our veggies and send them over to the sell point. Plus all the veggies, I'm gonna say it's probably a couple $100,000. It slowed down a little bit once the oil are sold, but we'll see. Just waiting on the tomatoes. That was disappointing. $89,000. Wow, I expected a lot more. Let's go to productions, oil load. Trailer's just about made it to the oil mill and the corn is still going. It is, there we go. Made it. The harvester is tiny and slow. Not a great combination for this nice big awesome field. Let's go get the rest of the oil pallets loaded up. Some sunflower and some olive oil. There's one corn stalk that got missed. Can't get good help nowadays. It looks like the rest of the pallets should fit. We'll see. Depends how many are still being processed. So 2,000 litres of olive, 18,000 litres of canola and 11,000 litres of sunflower oil. That should end up being a pretty good payday. Now our soybean harvest is just about finished, so I think I'll hop across, see the end of that, and get the plough going, or the drill going in the field. I've moved the drill over on our Valtra. It's at 89%, so we're going to have to empty out once more. That's too slow, I'm going to zoom it around. One more pass, but it's going to need to empty out first. As soon as this finishes, it can head back, pick up its corn header, and go help with that cornfield, because I think this should pretty much fly through it. The tractor's just about made it over to the sell to earth point too. The field does look nice with the stripes on it. Something different that I haven't seen before in this map yet. Now, don't crash into the trailer. Okay, while that unloads, we'll jump across and deal with the sell to earth too. Wow. 278,000. Now that's more like it. Wow. Okay, let's go across to probably the oil mill. So $450,000. I reckon that means I buy another harvester straight away. But I do need to jump across and get this guy going back in the field first. Alright, already got one of these, so it looks like we're on the right one. I did go the 15.2 metre header. Make sure it's at 20 kilometers an hour and grab that. Then don't need to change the wheel setup. Don't know what power cast is, but it costs a lot. We'll go the twin disc. Maybe. Call it number 2 because I don't know what I had on it before. There we go. We're still within budget. Definitely want a bit of window tinting. And we want a big grain tank. 24,000 litres. I think we might need the extender pipe because those headers are huge. Okay, so I'm gonna buy it before I change my mind. Ta-da! That's a really dark tint. Now, we don't need it today because I've just sent the other harvester over with the corn header on it. But we will... I think I might need to make a new parking spot sort of just over there for these. So I'm running out of space. I figured I'd buy more tractors, but they're really starting to add up. I will keep my current harvesters for now, at least one of them, because I don't think this will fit in to a nice chicken pen grain field, like even remotely. That's probably a pretty good spot for it to park for now. And let's go have some fun in our other harvester with the corn header on it. See if we can't speed up this field. I didn't put the flag on this one, or a number, or the extended pipe. Might have to sell a couple of pallets of clothes, I think, and fix that up. It's not a problem right now. There's the other harvester. So what I figure with this one is I'm just going to cut straight through the field. Since this guy is still going round and round, it should be right to do at least 1 or 2 more laps. And I can always come and tidy stuff up with this one if I need to. We've emptied out the green trailer once. It was at about 89%, I think. So haven't done too bad as far as crop goes off this field. Trying to make sure I leave enough that the other harvester will still do a little bit, just to help out right at the end. Might jump into a time lapse and see how we go for this. Alright, that's just about it. Pretty crazy the different width in these headers. I think this one's about 2.5 times the width that little one is. We'll just grab this and you can just finish up keep going until I get this big harvester unloaded, then I'll come and deal with the small one. Not sure if there's any grain in the other trailer or not, so I'll need to check that. It's another about 12,000 litres, I think, we're in this one. Get that corn header folding up. Just about done. Oh, okay, that trailer's full. There's 400 litres left, plus whatever's in that poor little harvester over there. So it looks like this trailer does get some attention. Just to send it back to its parking spot, and I'll go hop in this other harvester and get it unloaded. 52,000 litres in this trailer. I wonder if we'll get blocked by the tractor or sneak through. Didn't crash. Go right down the end to unload. And we can stop this guy. So another 4,000 litres in it. Now that I have two large harvesters, I think I might sell one of these smaller ones and sell the corn header plus the spare grain header we've got for it, because I only really need one smaller harvester now to get into the chicken pen. Maybe park the small harvester over near the chicken pen. And we can hopefully send him over to a parking spot. It's almost out of fuel too. It's driving to the refuel station. What have we got? 14, nearly 15,000 litres of corn in this one. So the little harvester must have emptied out at least once into it. I think that was a pretty good yield. We'll get the final number in just a second, at least roughly. So we had 142,000 litres of corn, and we jump up to 255,000 litres. 142 to 150, she makes it about 110,000 litres off that field. That is pretty good. And I think we got about 100,000 litres of soybean as well. So I'm going to say it was a pretty successful harvest. You can go back to the store pickup. What's this one? This is a 6,700. We got a nice parking spot for him. So I'll jump across, probably grab the 7,700 and get a drill into this field and put in some barley. Okay, get this fella into the field, get it started. We're just doing some nice barley. So grain 04. Probably 6 headlands. is going to take a while. So while this guy has a bit of fun planting over the next hour, I'm going to hop up and just do a bit of tree planting for the final bit as far as this episode goes. I'll see you up at the tree planter. Oops, someone didn't start the recording properly, but all I've done is pick up a chicken pen worth of eggs, and I'm about to pick up a few more. We're running out of money pretty quick. Talk about pressure of running a intercontinental farm. While we're here, I'm just going to drop this trailer off quick and top up all of the chicken pen. All the chicken pen feeds. Hopefully I've got enough sorghum. I think they're only down about 3,000 each. Now 3,500, that's not too bad. It's been a month or two since I've done this, so, I think the last time might have been when I actually harvested this sorghum field in here. Okay, I'll have enough to top them all up and then probably do it once more before I'm out. But by then this field should be ready to be harvested once more. So, and since the pens are full, that's the most chickens will get. In theory, that should be their maximum food consumption too. So I think this field is just big enough to keep up with the demand. Alright, I'm going to send this off to the Sell to Earth. Got no idea what the price of eggs is at present, but that's 21,000 eggs. Alright, export to Earth, 4,000, oh boy, 4,300 per 1,000 litres. 4 twos are 8, that's nearly 90 grand worth of eggs, and it's right at the top of the mark for price. Alright, so $9,500 left, although I did have some honey I could have sold. There's probably honey there that I should sell. 103,800. That's gonna cover all of our costs for seed and fertilizer for the replanting. So $1,300 per pallet of honey right now too, which is pretty good. Would have been there, but the money went down again on us. Anyway, that's cleaned out a bit of the backlog, and I'm going to throw in another beehive. There's no real logical place to where I'm putting them in. Mostly just so they're out of the way. It's a shame we're not doing canola or potato or something, because all these beehives around this field would help with the yield a heap. Alright. Since there's one there, you convinced me to throw it in. I think that brings our total beehives to 9. Only 11 to go. There's a lot of honey. So I was heading up to plant trees, truly. Oh, it skipped a bit. A nice new John Deere R8, and our brand new roller that we picked up last month is just going to destroy this field. It's going to take about 10 minutes. Here goes the Valtra because it finished planting it, heading back to its parking spot. And I've kicked off our John Deere R7 with the smaller roller, and it's heading over to grain 04 field that we harvested. But the planter there is going to take another half hour or so. So I'm going to hop up and just do some trees. But look at that pretty roller. It's so big. The dude's sitting up all nice and happy in his cab. Probably handle being in a tractor, I think, if the cabin was like that and air conditioned. Managed to stop him in a very good place last month. Got a branch in the face. 116 trees left on board, and last month we just did a row inside the trees that you can see there. We're over on the east side of our beautiful crater. We should end up somewhere around near those little baby trees with a bit of luck. Almost back at the shed. I'll try and follow this line reasonably good. So it's our R7, just getting the roller over to the field where I'm putting in barley. And it'll be a while until I need to worry about rolling that. I think this episode's gone pretty good. Having the larger harvester and corn header move over to the field to help harvest the corn certainly helped. And it looks like this is where we got to with trees at one stage when we run out. So I'm going to do a row in the, or right on the edge of the crater. Then I'll drive back, if I don't get bounced around too much, and start a second row just inside this one. Since trees are generally so much fun, I'm gonna do a quick time lapse to get it out of the way for at least you lot. I'll sit in the tractor and just slowly go through. That's okay, I can do it. Oops, more bumps.
Don't tell me, baby, 'cause I don't really wanna know what happened last night. Oh no, just say it wasn't so. Just say you love me and let me fall back into sleep. And when I wake up, you say I had a real bad dream. Whoa, real bad dream. And then tell me, baby, about the time when we first met. Yeah, we were young back then, but I will never forget. You wore a blue dress, and you had flowers in your hair. You were my princess, my diva extraordinaire. Whoa, say I had a real bad dream. Don't tell me where you were last night. Don't wanna hear a single word. Make up a story about how you were so
Okay, just about done for another 116 this time, so it was quicker than normal. Although we did have to drive back and forth, so I suppose that made it longer. Decided to do a row inside of these guys that are just sprouted because there's a fair bit of a gap there. Run out just before the grass. It seems to be popping up in all different areas and just very slowly expanding. And that's going to be it for the trees. We can send this fella back to its parking spot over at the top of the ramp over there where the shed is that you can't see, to reload, and we'll be back here next month. Park top northeast tower. Well, that makes sense. This looks like it's the northeast part of the crater, and there's a tower there. Gives a pretty good view. Well, that's a bit hard to see with all the trees going past. It looks like our rolling of the brand new barley field has finished. And way over past all the animal pens, I think our oat planting is coming to an end pretty soon too. That's going to be it for this episode though. I'm just going to let the oat field finish being planted and then roll it, and we'll be done. I think next month we have the field just down here beside the cotton field, and it is soybean again, so I'll make sure I plant something different. Might even do corn if I have to harvest this big long field next month, or throw corn in a long field rather than a weird shaped field for a change. These trees are all starting to come along really good now too. Another maybe 6 or 7 months we should see some pretty good trees along the edge of the crater. We didn't time it so that the jet was coming in. I think I've shown that once or twice now. Jet, spaceship, either or. Animals are looking good, although we might spend a little bit of time making sure they're all okay, a bit better next month. We've dropped off pig feed, and the cows have still got plenty of grass or hay as well. The sheep still have stacks of bales from the last time I did our grass fields way over there on the right. And we just fed the chickens, so they should be happy for another month or two as well. Road through here is going to be a little bit tight once all these finish growing, but there are a couple of spots I can put a few more trees in. Well, that's it. I'll have a quick look at our total tree count. So, trees planted today, 116. Total is 1,980. So they're going pretty good. Right, tractor's made it to where it needs to go. We're just going to back in and let it randomly pick a tree type. I think I only have either pine or spruce, and you can't tell from what it picks. I wonder where I put the parking spot for the top of the ramp. Probably under park top. I'll send him back over, and it can pick up from there next episode. And I will see you all in the next episode as well. Catch ya. Welcome back, everyone. it looks like we've reached the end of another episode. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment if I've done something or you think I should try or do something else. I hope to see you all again in the next episode. Back in my box.